mistakes early, but now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
They run. It's Mark Ingram, and he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Ravens. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. He'll try and run with Ingram, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Let's go, Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. 60 Pittsburgh. Now a handoff looking right. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was brought down by
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, Armstead. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Jalen Ferguson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Jones making his presence felt on the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice?
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, 85 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And it's up and good, so maybe a bit early here to try to match the 2. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. And an alley to run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Ingram. He's got a first down and more. The ball comes out. Ingram again, a first down carry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, being chased out left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run with Ingram. Fighting him off. And he is going to come up empty here as they stop him short of the goal line, and this will remain a one-score game as the lead holds at 7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Keelan Cole, the intended target.
Watch left. Watch left.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And some room to roam now. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tight. Don't do it. The problem? Every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down Broadway. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 15. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 48 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They're running. Ingram. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Fournette. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 94 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Ingram. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. 42 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run with Ingram. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. This is Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You draw quarter. First down, Jacksonville. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Leo. We got double up. Five.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Fournette running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Minshew. The throw taken in by Cole. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Minshew. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time. It'll be Minshew again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The sack by Justin Ellis. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. An 11-yard touchdown. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Ingram, and an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now Fournette. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Fournette, a 1st down carry. There he goes again. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown.